here tonight to help parents and community members understand that literacy can be interactive, across several curricula, and also be fun. It is very important that our youth learn about world history. They need to understand that our country has made many mistakes over the years and how we have grown to become a better country by learning from these mistakes. History is more than memorizing dates and wars. By crossing different curricula, such as reading, writing, technology, art, music, and public speaking, it makes it more real for our students. Today, we are competing with cell phones and Fortnite. I encourage you all to take time to read with your children and have discussions about what they are learning. Please help us keep literacy alive.
The message of America rang across the globe, and people from many countries said goodbye to their families. They were led forward by the call of adventure. Many of us in this room have our own family stories of hardship and sacrifice, of courage and hope. Our ancestors sought a land of justice, peace, and opportunity, and wanted a chance to be part of this great American mosaic. Please welcome grades 3 and 4 as they share and celebrate coming to America. 1800s, immigrants traveled from their country to America by boat. The poor immigrants stayed in steerage. Steerage is the bottom of a giant boat. People had to stay in steerage for weeks as they crossed the ocean to America. It was a horrible experience. Immigrants only got 60 cents worth of food each day. Around 17 people died from the starvation day on these boats. Sickness spread quickly because people were tightly packed on these ships. Immigrants that got fevers that could make them crazy and sometimes jump off the ship. On one ship, 158 people died from the fever. By the end of the voyage, only 8 people were healthy. If they died, they would get wrapped up in sailcloth and be thrown overboard. That's why people nicknamed these boats coffin ships. Sharks would often follow these boats waiting for an easy meal.
The first song we will be singing was written by an English immigrant. The Bicycle Wheel for 2 song was written in 1892 by an Englishman named Harry Darks. He crossed the Atlantic and was charged a duty fee for traveling with his bicycle to America. He was very upset about being charged a fee and ended up writing a song about a bicycle built for 2.
The countries that make up Scandinavia are Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Iceland. People wanted to leave Scandinavia because of crop failure, laden job shortages, rising taxes, and famine. Many came to the U.S. because of the freedoms and better opportunities. Now we will sing a Norwegian lullaby. Mothers sing this lullaby to their children to calm them down as they cross the Atlantic Ocean to America.
One food Italians brought to America is pizza. The Margherita-style pizza represents the Italian flag. The basil is the green, the white is the mozzarella, and the red is the tomato sauce. Another food from Italy is lasagna. It's filled with meat between each layer of pasta noodle. Between 1880 and 1924, about 4 million Italians immigrated due to poverty. Approximately 84 of the Italian people came from southern Italy and Sicily. Now we will sing a song sung by Italian children. They sang this song while playing on the playground.
millions of immigrants would come to before entering America. The tiny island was off New York City. Ellis Island was open from 1892 to 1954. The first immigrant to land on Ellis Island was 15-year-old Annie Moore, who arrived here from Ireland in 1892. She was the first person to enter the United States through Ellis Island. It started as 3.3 acres, but as the island had more landfill added to it, it became 27.5 acres. The landfill was added because there was too many immigrants immigrating to America and not enough space. The main building was burnt down in 1897 because it was made of wood. Thankfully, none of the immigrants died. The building was rebuilt out of brick in 1899. Around 12 million immigrants passed through Ellis Island, but sadly, 250,000 had to go back because they didn't pass the required testing. In World War I and World War II, Ellis Island was used for holding soldiers waiting to go across the sea to battle. It is also used to hold people they thought were enemies during that time. Today, the island is now a museum you can visit.
At Ellis Island, every immigrant had to pass a series of tests before they could come to America. After they walked up a steep stairway, they passed by doctors that were looking to see if they were short of breath, if their eyes were red, and if they had skin sores. If they did have one of these symptoms, they were marked with blue chalk. If they had a chalk mark on their back, they were pulled aside and led to the island hospital for further tests. The symptom they were mostly looking for was an eye infection called trachoma, a terrible eye disease that could cause blindness. Trachoma spread quickly and easily, so it became one of the most likely medical reasons for sending immigrants back where they came from. We will be singing our next song in French. This song is about people happily dancing under a bridge. During the dance, the women curtsy and the men bow. French immigrants came to America first as individuals seeking the freedom of the new United States, then coming during the gold rush because they thought they could get rich, and later fleeing because of hardships in France.